We humans are so incredibly and infinitely complex and amazing. We try and sum up who we are and what we're experiencing into words, but those words will never in a million freaking years truly explain our awesomeness. Never. Welcome to I Will Thrive. And welcome to episode 4. Today we're going to be talking about how to think about money, labels, and failure. And we're kicking off a new fun thing, which is counseling myself with myself. So all throughout this I Will Thrive journey, as I'm digging through my past, there'll be moments where I'm straight up in a counseling session with myself. So let's kick off the very first session of all. Hello, Wes. Hi. You're looking a little emotionally scarred today. Yeah, well, you're a pompous, arrogant prick. I am you and you are me. Prick. This is off to a really healthy start, I think. Let's skip the formalities and the Freudian inquisition of digging into my youth with myself for a moment and think about right now. Who am I and what am I trying to achieve? Hey, you sexy content consumer, you. You could probably ask yourself the same question. Who are you and what are you trying to achieve? Have you already made it? I'm happy for you if you have. Then just sit back and laugh through my sadness and through my failure. Schadenfreude it up. For everyone else a little bit more confused about life, let's see if you can laugh and get some value here. Stop yammering and tell me who you are and what you want. Wait, are you the prick or the other guy? It doesn't matter, or both. Gentlemen, I'll do most of the talking here. You need live content to analyze to see if we can help this poor, sorry soul. I think I'm what you can call a struggling wannabe creative person. No matter how hard I try to shake it, I have this insane, strong yearning to be a successful, creative person. I want to write a song that more than 10 people hear and maybe even want to hear again. I want to write a screenplay that actually becomes a movie instead of something else my wife says, I don't get it, but good luck, honey, about. I want to make a living doing something creative that I love. If you've been out there trying to do anything in the creative world and be successful, then you know it's not bloody easy. And people always say all the cliched dog crap too, like you have to pay your dues, or just look at Ricky Gervais, you can do it. And don't forget about the Good Will Hunting story. Keep in mind, I really don't give a flaming flying rip about being famous. That is not my objective. I simply want to spend my time doing something I'm passionate about and get paid to do it, instead of being stuck my whole life at some technology company, regretting having never tried something else. Never having tried would be the ultimate failure, and that's the proverbial rub. I can't think of a time when I haven't been trying. And it's a tricky situation because as confident as you try and be about it, there comes a point when you've spent so much time trying to make it with creative projects that you naturally have to ask, maybe I have this drive to do creative stuff because I'm a genetically built stupid person. I desire and burn to be creatively successful, but all of my ideas must blow pretty hard since nothing's taken off. In those times, all I can see is failure after failure. Thus, I'm setting myself up and I get to spend my entire life being a stupid person, failing over and over again. Then Batman's dad comes rappelling down the cave yet again and tells me, Wes, what do we do when we fall? In my version, I punch him in the face. And I say, Dad, I just broke my arse down here and I'm covered in bat juices. Get me out of here. You can inspire me later. Fine, but who are you and what are you trying to achieve? I know for sure now, you are the prick.
It's time for another.
I bet you have said the word prick already more than any other conversation in the history of conversations. What's your point, prick? I think it would be best to refer you to a colleague and move on. Wait, okay, calm down, pricky pants. Your question can be summed up into one phrase. I am a professional almoster. That's right, I just made up a new word as a classification for my type of person. The person who has almost done a lot of cool stuff. We can be almost funny, almost in shape, almost financially sound, almost off caffeine, and almost successful together. Either way, one thing is for sure. Jimmy Buffett sang about some serious crap. Here's a little side disclaimer. I'm not currently partaking in any form of drug or alcohol consumption. If you were curious, there will be moments in this self-therapy session, moments when I'm getting really close to the feelings of the past, the feeling of failure. So then I spout out some random and almost positively the stupidest comments you have ever heard. It must be some form of mechanism I have created in order to avoid digging into my true feelings. Instead, I can just say Jimmy Buffett, then I will giggle. You'll flip me off. I'll giggle some more. And then we can go around like that. Party. Whoa, what was all that? Okay, here's the thing. Labels are extremely dangerous. If you tell yourself something long enough, it will manifest itself, period. We humans are so incredibly and infinitely complex and amazing. We try and sum up who we are and what we're experiencing into words, but those words will never in a million freaking years truly explain our awesomeness or even our weaknesses. Never. For years, this was the message I told myself, that I've almost done cool stuff, that I'm nothing more than a failure. And guess what? If that's all I tell myself, that's all my life will ever be. And funny enough, if you really look in between the lines at the things I've almost done, there's plenty of accomplishments and cool moments, but I was too blind to see them or feel them at the time. So please, and I say this to myself as much as I say it to anyone else, don't attach crappy labels to yourself. Maybe you really do have a chemical imbalance that leads to depression. So the label of depression makes sense. Even then, if all you do is tell yourself you're a depressed person, that's all you'll ever get. Even the most chemically imbalanced person has amazing personality traits and value to give the world. We are way more than just some dumb label, and we are not our freaking past. Okay, with that said, let's keep making fun of my past. And we will. Next time. For today, let's wrap up talking a little bit about money, because the last episode, I made this crazy vow to not cut my hair until I make $1 million. And I've had a chance to run this by a few people now, and the responses have been hilarious. First, my wife's reaction only confirmed my major realization that she's not in this thing for my looks. She even started joking around about the funny things that we could do with my hair once it's really long. So that theory is double confirmed. Some of the other people I told about this vow straight up laughed out loud. They said I was crazy. Some of them warned me that it's really hard to make that kind of money and the odds aren't very high. I'll be inviting those naysayers to the barber on the big day. I still need to tell my mom, I just realized. Her responses are usually pretty classic, so stay tuned for that one. One thing I got to make clear now is how I feel about money. The best way to explain it is to give you a paragraph that I wrote on my life plan. Yes, I have a life plan. And if you don't, I got to give it a heavy plug here. You can't get jack done without at least a little bit of an idea of where your priorities fall. Okay, so here you go. Financial health, semicolon. There is zero priority to be rich for the sake of being rich. All worldly wealth will fade away and provides no true happiness or meaning. However, with my extremely poor childhood, I am motivated to pursue wealth. I will become financially independent to enable me to help others and provide freedom to pursue more meaning with my passions in music, writing, and film. Be smart. Don't waste excessive amounts of time on mindless tasks. Being financially independent will take calculated and consistent efforts. I know I can do it. Read and learn to better understand what it will take. Not bad, right? I'm not tooting my own horn, but for me, this is the perfect way to think about money. Just in the past decade, the number of very wealthy people that have killed themselves is staggering. So you got to be careful about this idea that money brings any kind of fulfillment unless you're thinking about it the right way. So, money. It's useless crap unless you have the right mindset with it. So goodbye, professional almoster. That was you in the past, and that's not me anymore. I'm an I will thriver. I am not defined as a failure, as I will keep fighting regardless of the past and whatever obstacles come my way. So thanks so much. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. I will thrive.